Diddy's son is now allegedly under federal witness protection. Why? Supposedly, the feds say that Diddy himself is trying to silence him. But is that actually true? What's going on? Let's unpack this wild ride. First off, Diddy is no stranger to drama. It started with his ex, Cassie, filing charges against him.
Sean Combs traumatized me in order to corroborate the claims Cassie made in her lawsuit against Diddy. Tiffany, thank you for joining us. It is so difficult, so horrific to watch this and wonder what life must have been and may have been like. Can you take us back to that time, Tiffany, and tell us what Diddy was like from your personal observations, what their relationship was like? Is there context you can give?
I mean, I can definitely provide context around like this incident. Cassie confided in me about this incident when I was working with her around this time, around 2016. We were working on her sophomore album, and she told me about this situation. Their relationship was volatile for sure. And like you could tell that she was afraid of him, you know, and that there was a lot of control. And yeah, sorry, it's witnessing,
what do you feeling?
Well, I mean, the thing is like I said, this is something that Cassie confided in me about back then. And like the one thing specifically that always stuck out to me about the story was him throwing the vase at her. And to see it, I remember her saying, you know, I remember it being at the Intercontinental. I remember the whole situation. But to like know a story is one thing, but to see it is something different. And then also to see it, somebody that you care about, like, you know, it's that a video of my friend getting violently assaulted is all over the world, and no one was there to help her.
Diddy was quick to settle.
Overnight, hip-hop mogul Sean Combs settling a bombshell abuse lawsuit filed by his ex-girlfriend, fellow singer Cassie. Cassandra Ventura writing in a statement, "I have decided to resolve this matter amicably on terms that I have some level of control. I want to thank my family, fans, and lawyers for their unwavering support." Combs, known as Diddy or Puff Daddy, adding in his own statement, "I wish Cassie and her family all the best. Love."
The music mogul has built a legacy that's as legendary as it is controversial. And lately, he's been tangled in a web of legal battles that keep getting messier and messier.
Today, I'm announcing the unsealing of a 3-count indictment, charging Sean Combs with racketeering conspiracy, trafficking, interstate transportation for prostitution. The indictment alleges that between at least 2008 and the present, Combs abused, threatened, and coerced victims to fulfill his sexual desires, protect his reputation, and conceal his conduct. As alleged in the indictment, to carry out this conduct, Sean Combs led and participated in a racketeering conspiracy that used the business empire he controlled to carry out criminal activity, including trafficking, forced labor, kidnapping, arson, bribery, and the obstruction of justice. Let me say a little bit more about the charges. The indictment alleges that Combs abused and exploited women and other people for years, and in a variety of ways. As alleged, Combs used force, threats of force, and coercion to cause victims to engage in extended sexual performances with male commercial sex workers, some of whom he transported or caused to be transported over state lines. Combs allegedly planned and controlled the sex performances, which he called freak-offs, and he often electronically recorded them. The freak-offs sometimes lasted days at a time, involved multiple commercial sex workers, and often involved a variety of which Combs distributed to the victims to keep them obedient and compliant. As alleged, when Combs didn't get his way, he was violent, and he subjected victims to physical, emotional, and verbal abuse so that they would participate in the freak-offs, and that Combs hit, kicked, threw objects at, and dragged victims, at times by their hair. On one occasion in March of 2016, that conduct was captured on video and later reported in the media.
The latest twist? One of his own sons, rumored to be Justin Combs, though no official confirmation has dropped, is reportedly in witness protection. Why? Word is that the feds believe that Justin has got information that could shake up Diddy's world, and they're convinced that his dad's desperate to keep him quiet. It's a plot twist that no one saw coming, and it's got the internet buzzing with theories. But let's be clear, this is all just speculation right now. So what's the backstory? Diddy has been under a federal microscope for a while now, facing charges of racketeering and trafficking. Serious stuff that he's pleaded not guilty to. Prosecutors have painted him as a guy who's not above pulling strings to protect his empire, even from behind bars. Enter Justin, Diddy's oldest son from his relationship with Misa Hilton. At 31, Justin's no stranger to the spotlight, but this is next level. The feds allegedly swooped in, claiming that he's a key witness in their case against his dad. And here's the kicker. They say that Diddy has been making moves to shut him down, prompting them to stash Justin somewhere safe. It's a father-son showdown that's straight up cinematic. But how did we get here? Prosecutors have been digging into Diddy's life for months, raiding his homes and uncovering what they call a pattern of coercion and control. They've got recordings, witnesses, and a laundry list of accusations tying him to some pretty shady dealings. Justin's name popped up in the mix. Maybe he saw something. Maybe he knows something. The feds aren't spilling details, but they've hinted at jailhouse calls where Diddy has allegedly been reaching out, using other inmates' phone codes to dodge monitoring. One call, they say, involved one of his adult sons, and people are pointing fingers at Justin. The claim? Diddy is trying to intimidate or bribe him into silence. It's a heavy accusation, and Diddy's team is calling it nonsense. But let's talk about Justin for a second. He's not just Diddy's kid. He's got his own thing going on. A former UCLA football player turned entrepreneur. He's been living that low-key celebrity life, popping up at parties and on social media. But if he's really in witness protection, that's all gone dark. No posts, no sightings, nothing. The program is no joke. New identity, new location, total cutoff from your old world. If Justin is in it, he's not just hiding from his dad, he's hiding from everyone. And that's where the story gets murky. No one has confirmed that he's the son in question, but the rumor mill is churning, and it's hard to ignore the dots lining up. Diddy's side isn't taking this lying down. His lawyers have been firing back, saying that the feds are twisting every call and note into some grand conspiracy. They filed motions claiming that the government is overreaching, raiding his cell, seizing privileged stuff, and now dragging his family into it. They argue that there's no proof that Diddy is targeting Justin or anyone else. In fact, they've suggested that the feds are the ones playing dirty, hyping up a narrative to keep Diddy locked up pre-trial. It's a messy tug of war, and with a $50 million defamation suit against a grand jury witness already on the table, you can bet that Diddy's not backing off anytime soon. But what is the feds' angle? They're seemingly set on proving that Diddy is a flight risk and a threat, someone who'll stop at nothing to dodge justice. They've cited jail recordings where he's allegedly plotting to sway witnesses, including that mysterious call with his son. If Justin is really flipped, it'd be a gut punch to Diddy's defense. Imagine your own kid testifying against you. Talk about a betrayal. But here's the flip side. If Justin is not involved, or if he's staying loyal, this could all be a big misfire by prosecutors. Either way, the idea of witness protection adds a layer of intrigue that's got everyone hooked. But let's zoom out. Diddy's got 7 kids, and family has always been part of his brand. Think those cute Instagram posts with his youngest child love. But this saga is testing that image hard. Justin is not the only one caught up in all this. Other relatives have been name-dropped in filings, though none as dramatically as this. The feds say that Diddy has been leaning on family to push his agenda, but targeting your own son? That's a whole different level of cold. If it's true, it paints Diddy as a man who'll sacrifice anything or anyone to save himself. If it's false, it's a brutal smear on a guy already fighting an uphill battle. The logistics of witness protection make this even wilder. The US Marshals run it tight. New IDs, relocation, zero contact with your past. If Justin is in, he's ghosted his entire life. Mom, siblings, friends, it's all gone. That's a huge leap for a guy who's grown up in luxury, surrounded by fame. And for what? To spill dirt on Diddy? Maybe he's got tapes? Maybe he's seen those infamous freak-offs the feds keep harping on. Or maybe he's just caught in the crossfire, and the feds are bluffing to rattle Diddy. Without hard proof, it's all speculation, but it's definitely juicy speculation. Diddy's legal woes aren't slowing down. He's stuck in a Brooklyn jail, denied bail multiple times with a trial looming. The feds are piling on, accusing him of everything from blackmail to jury tampering. This witness protection claim? It's just the latest among many. His lawyers are scrambling. They're allegedly losing team members left and right, filing motions to toss evidence and claiming that the whole case is a racist setup. Meanwhile, the public is eating it all up. Is Diddy a mastermind getting desperate? Or a mogul getting railroaded? The Justin angle only amps up the drama. Family betrayal is a storyline that just hits different. Think about the optics. Diddy has spent decades as the untouchable king of hip-hop. Now he's in a cell, allegedly scrambling to control his own son. If Justin is testifying, it's a crack in that armor no amount of PR can fix. And if he's not, if this is all smoke, Diddy might still come out swinging. Public opinion is already souring, though. The internet's not kind to him these days, and this father-son clash isn't helping. People love a fallen idol story, and this one's got all the trimmings. Power, betrayal, and a secret safe house. So where is this all headed? If Justin's really in protection, we won't know until the trial, or maybe never. If the feds play it close, Diddy's team could turn it around, prove that it's a lie, and use it to cry foul. Or the feds could drop a bombshell, parade Justin in court, and watch Diddy's defense crumble. Either way, it's a slow burn to the finish line. The trial is months off, and every day brings a new rumor. For now, Justin is a ghost, Diddy is a caged lion, and we're all just guessing. But what do you guys think about all this? Is Diddy ruthless enough to silence his own blood? Or are the feds reaching to stack the deck? Is Justin a hero, a pawn, or just a name in a headline? At the end of the day, all of this is alleged, but I wouldn't be surprised if there was at least some truth to it. But what do you think? Let me know in the comments below.